Um, and these are obviously nectarines. We talked about the leaf curl, I think, when you were here once. But also see this nice new green coming out. This tree's going to be just fine. And this is going to have a ton of nectarines on it. So, well, not a ton, but don't you dare get back. And there's multiple things grafted on there. As with this is nectarines mostly, I think. These are artichokes here, and that is these two things. These two things are gojis. This thing and that thing over there, they're gummies. They're gummies, and they are nitrogen fixing, which they're supposed to put nitrogen in the soil. And what is that, Eamon?
Cherries.
Cherries, yes, it's cherries.
This is cherries.
I've been eating off this.
This is cherries.
That's also cherries.
Yes, and I'll show you somewhere else.
Okay, I'm not quite ready to go over there. Oh, I already showed him the one in the back. And there's a third cherry right there in the front. These right here are sunchokes. If you dig them up, they're a tuber. And if you cook them, you make soup out of them. They taste like artichokes, but look like potatoes. This is a relative of artichoke called a cardoon, and I think there's some fancy Italian thing. You bury the leaves and keep them white, and then you go through some 90-step process to eat them, but I don't know how to do it. We never done it. This is lamb's ear, and what's this? Like, I don't know. You'll figure that out. And this is the pork chop thing, whatever that is. This area is super hot, as is up there. It's kind of hard to find the right plants to put down that won't fry, but I think this is all finally filling in pretty well. Most of these are just flowers. And I'm gonna, you know about the fig tree, and in here, if you find little things that come up in the fall that look like grass, they look like green, here's an example.
Those are oregano.
Yeah, that's oregano, but there's some saffron in here. They're bulbs that come up in the fall. And they do flower, and you can pull the saffron out if you want. Then they're purple flowers. I'm not sure that's saffron, bud. I think they only come up in the fall. Purple flowers, and they'll be out for like a day, and then it'll rain and wash it all away. So you need to move quickly. And this grape you'll want to like tie up in the beginning of the summer a little bit so that it gets going upward. And he's great. He shades the whole porch. And then also when things are hanging off, like you don't want to let it go too long or it'll rip the branch off. And this plant is super healthy, and you're not going to hurt the plant by snipping a few branches. So take them off. You don't want to cause the plant a bad wound by letting it get ripped off by the wind or something. So like this guy right here, he's not as happy. I think he'd rather have a clean cut. Anyway, and they'll fall off anyway, so keeping it trimmed back a little bit, and a couple times, 3 or 4 times, I'll trim it off, make sure it's not getting under the house or into the eaves or anything. But you can train it all along here, and it pretty well encloses this porch. Like, this is really hot today, and it's just early for it to be hot. It would be nice if we had this all shaded in, keep the whole house a lot cooler. I will stop for the side